Hello, welcome. I'd like to share with you certain aspects of the Qi Gong moves that you may find helpful in your practice. In the world of Qi Gong, the idea of efficiency and the idea of opening up the joints when you train is very important to help your system to move Qi more efficiently. When you start training, have your feet together and stand upright. And having your feet together in this position, allow the right side of your body and the left side of your body to talk to each other. And allow your right and left brain to slowly harmonize and your nervous system begin to calm down. So while you're standing here, focus on your breath and just pay attention to the in and out of the flow of your breath and begin to allow your mind to turn inward as much as possible. As you stand here for a while, when you feel like your energy has calmed down somewhat and become more in tune, step out into the first pose of the sequence, the pose that we refer to as Wu Qi. Wu Qi is the state of void before the flow of yin and yang. So the rest of the exercises is about moving in the state of yin and yang, the state of positive and negative, the polarity of reality. And this pose is the void, where you can tune into the state of nothingness within everything. So you are here, allow the bottom of your feet to be open and press your feet down into the earth and lean forward slightly. Allow your weight to be placed on the ball of your feet. And then from here, allow your knees to be bent all the time, slightly or deep or sink downward, and feel like you're squeezing a ball in between your knees, and at the same time the ball is pushing your knees outward so that your knees are on top of your toes. And then from here, allow the sacrum to sink down and lift your hara, and then lift your solar plexus and feel there's a string above your sternum that will pull your sternum slightly upward to open your chest and your heart center. And then allow your neck to be straight and your chin slightly tucked. The best way to find your shoulders is just pull your shoulder up toward your ears and then allow your shoulder just naturally sink down, and wherever your arms happen to be is where they should be. And then from here, just stand here and breathe. From this space, feel even more a sense of going inward and allow for your system to be balanced. Feel the rooting from the bottom of your feet and open up your head center to connect to the heavenly Qi. So then your body is the mid-term between heaven and earth. When you feel your body is in good alignment and you're energetically connected, then you start to move. In the second move, allow your arms to rise slowly and gently. And when your hands are at the shoulder level, pull your Qi in and then sink down. Allow your hands to sink into the earth. And try not to keep your hands at this level where your energy is more raised up. Sink your hands downward, feeling like you're pressing your energy into the earth. And then from here, just remember to open up your shoulders and create the alignment between your elbow and your wrist on both sides, and your hands horizontal into the earth. Just make small circles. Close your eyes and breathe. And when you're making small circles with your hands, slowly with practice, or even at a quick clip of time, you may feel the energy under the palms of your hands. And on the next move, hold your hands in front of your chest with the palms facing each other. And then sink your knees down as much as you can afford to. And then from here, stand upward and press your hands in opposite directions. Make sure your hand is horizontal, facing the sky. And then the other hand is pressing down and connecting with the earth. And then from this space, sink down, and then put your hands together again, and then raise up. And this simple movement helps our energy system to connect with heaven and earth. On the next move, put your feet together. And the best way to place your feet is by opening your right foot about 45 or 60 degrees. Step your left foot out slightly with the toes pointing forward. And then shift your whole heel and toe sideways. And some people have a tendency to shift their toes outward in another direction. But it's important to keep your toes and your heel on the same alignment so that you have space in between your two heels to square your hip moving forward. So from this movement sideways, you're basically shifting to the front and then pull your energy back and shifting to the front. And then if you keep your rear leg bent and just shift your hip and just feel like your hip is like a hammock and sitting on the two hinges of the femur, and just loosely, allow your hip to just shift back and forth. Try not to straighten your rear leg, because in this way, your hip gets a little bit off balanced, with the left hip sinking down and the right hip a little bit tilted upward. Then your energy is more like going sideways instead of sinking down into the earth and root your energy downward. So from here, when you root the energy, your whole stance becomes much more stable, and it's from where that the strength of the earth will rise into your feet and focus forward or upward or in any kind of direction that you choose to have it directed. To start this pose, sit in your rear leg and allow your arms to be relaxed on both sides. And from the rear position, feel like you're sitting on a stool in your rear leg and allow your arms to be relaxed on both sides. And as you rise up, allow your wrists to bend down, and this will open up the gate of your wrist to allow the qi to flow. From this space, turn your wrist backward and then move forward from this part of the hand. And then shift forward, and as you are here, turn your hands upward, and open this gate and pull the qi toward you. Start this pose by sitting in your rear leg as though you're sitting on a stool, and allow your left foot to be light. And then from here, have your hand on the side. Feel the alignment between your shoulder, your elbow, and your wrist. And as you shift forward, extend your arms outward. And then from here, turn your wrists and pull the Qi back. And then as you are expanded like an eagle, pull down and then shift forward again. So there are 3 moves in this move within the one move. Sink down, pull your hands in, and then extend forward. And turn the wrists. And then sink down again. Shift forward. Try not to lean forward with your body. Try to keep your back straight. Because when you lean forward with your body, your force is shifted forward too much, and then you lose your balance. So the whole idea behind this training is to keep your force sink into the earth. That way, you can maintain your balance and your power. And then from here, if you want to lean forward, sink your legs downward a little bit more, and then extend. So we're back here. Shift forward. Expand your wings and allow your arm to be as straight as possible, and then just have a slight bend on your elbows. Sink down and extend forward. And on this pose, open your feet a bit wider and sink down. This is called a horse stance. So from here, in terms of the feet movement, you shift your weight 45 degrees to the right, and then shift your weight 45 degrees to the left. So you're basically, for the whole movement, you're shifting your weight back and forth. The easiest way to shift your feet is to allow most of your weight to be on the ball of your feet. If you have to weight on the heel of your feet, your legs will feel heavy. But then if you have to weight on the ball of your feet, your leg going to feel lighter. Part of the key to this whole move is to sink down into the earth. If you're trying to non-engage and then just stand up, it's actually make it a little bit harder for you to shift your weight. But then if you sink downward and shift, it'll be much easier for you to move. So from here, allow your arms to sink down and extend out, and have your palms face your body and open up. And when your arms are in a lower position, shift. Allow your hands to move and your arms to move as you shift. This simple exercise is a really powerful exercise to open up the chakras and expand the aura. We step into the tree pose. And the tree pose is the most powerful and perhaps the most difficult pose to hold in Qi Gong. The key to tree pose is allow your weight to sink into the earth. You know, as you hold the pose for a while, your legs going to feel tired and you may build up tension. Just allow the weight to sink downward. And in terms of your arms, sink your shoulders down. Allow your shoulders to rise to try to hold the pose. Sink your shoulders downward. As your arms feel tired, you will have a natural tendency to try to raise your shoulder up, so try to use muscle and strength to try to hold your arms up. Instead of doing that, let go and surrender. Allow the weight to sink into your body and sink through your body into the bottom of your feet. With the tree pose, you do have options. You can have your arms a little bit lower instead of the regular tree pose. So have your arms here at the beginning and practice holding this pose for a while, and when you feel stronger and when your body starts to learn to relax, then raise your arm and try that for a while. The idea behind the tree pose is not about struggle, it's about surrender. If you do the tree pose and you're struggling with it, then it's kind of defeating the purpose. It will be much more effective to hold the pose down in the lower position until your whole system is ready to accommodate the regular tree pose. The key to tree pose is extend your shoulder out from the back of your shoulders. And from here, reach out as though you're hugging a tree or hugging somebody you love. Allow the elbows to round out and your wrists to bend slightly to accommodate for a tree that you're holding. From here, all you really need to do is relax and breathe. For this pose, allow your hands to be in front of your chest and hold this position for a short while. And when you're ready, sweep your arms over your head and bring your hands behind you, palm facing your body. Sweep the energy all around. The reason why we do this exercise at the end, it is a very good move to help to harmonize the aura. For the next pose, have your hands in front of your chest and then turn your hands to face each other. And when you feel you're ready, sink downward and pull the chi up along your body. And sink downward again. Turn your hands inward slightly so that the palms of your hands are facing your body. And this simple move will help to circulate energy in your system. Thank you for watching. I hope that this video is helpful for you. And thank you, our friend Puxan, for filming